Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Flying in. 55. Hey, eat. Too low, cut. Joker. Deuce. Kill. There we go, kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the sack on first down, Prescott, he'll let this go for the end zone. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the... Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, on 133. Let him know.
From the 44, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
They'll run with Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They'll give it to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7.
We got this.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressive. Aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott now. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. He finds Beckham complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Cleveland.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
55. Here we go, 46, 46.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. We're going to 54, one in. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pick it up. He's cracked.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out for it. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham.
First down, Browns.
Check back. Sponge. No. King. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Hey, check 24.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Harrison on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Pumphrey. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 28 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Prescott to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Beckham, the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The drive continues as they search for a time touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood!
One last shot for Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.